Hi, I'm Lisa Duffy, Catholic author, speaker, and founder of the Journey of Hope program. And over the last 25 years, one of the questions that I've been asked the most is, why is it so difficult to heal from a divorce? A divorce is a devastating experience, no question. And if you're Catholic, it conjures up a lot of really important questions regarding faith, participation in the sacraments, your relationship with God, and life in general. I went through an unwanted divorce in the early 1990s. I come from a very large traditional Catholic family, and when my husband walked out and filed for divorce, it was absolutely devastating. And I really felt like I didn't know where I belonged. I didn't know where I stood with the church, whether I could remarry, whether I could receive the sacraments. By the time that all happened, I had suffered 3 miscarriages, and the doctors had told me that I would never be able to have children. So when he left and filed for divorce, I was 30 years old, I was childless, I had no hope of having children, I was divorced, and I was Catholic. I went through some pretty dark times during those first couple of years. I was also very angry with God, and I found myself walking the path of healing that the world lays out for you, which is full of self-indulgent behavior, and it's something that I don't recommend at all because I just felt more heartache, more confusion, and more self-doubt than ever before. So it's very important to me to find the answers to my questions and to really reconnect with God in a powerful way. At the time, there were no books or podcasts or videos that I could grab onto to help me understand where I stood with the church and what the steps were that I needed to take to heal from my devastating experience. And of course, God loves us so much. He's always with us, and He put some very wise people, priests and otherwise, in my path to help me find the answers to those questions. I went through the annulment process and received a decree of invalidity. And 7 years after my divorce, I met the man that I'm married to today. We just celebrated 26 years of marriage. And despite what the doctors told me, we have 3 beautiful, healthy adult children. So what I'd like to share with you now are what I call the 6 keys to healing. And these are the actual practical steps that I took in my life to find healing after my divorce. So in approaching this first key to healing, acceptance, it may be sort of strange thinking, well, what do I have to accept? I am divorced, right? And so that's it. And that may be the case at face value. But what I found is I had a lot of accepting to do. So I had to accept that the divorce had happened and that no matter how much I wanted reconciliation, my spouse had moved on. He was living a very different life with very different people in it, and I was not included in that. And that was a very bitter pill to swallow, but I had to accept that that was my new reality. The second thing I had to accept was the role that I played in my divorce. And why do I say that? Even though I was sincere in my desire to keep my marriage, I was not a perfect spouse, and I had played a role in the breakup of my marriage. And that was also very difficult to accept. But most of all, in accepting these things, I had to also accept that he was not 100% to blame. And so therefore, I had to stop being a victim. As long as I was a victim, I would never heal. I would never move forward. I would never improve my life, my relationships. Nothing would really change. So I had to stop blaming him and accept these really important things about myself. Now, my situation is obviously different from yours. You've got a totally different set of circumstances. And so it's important for you to take these steps to heart and apply them to your unique situation and see how they fit in. They are laid out in pretty much the exact order that they need to be taken. They all build upon each other, And therefore, it would be really difficult to jump to the end of this before you accomplish the other ones. I share these keys to healing with you with great joy because I've lived them, I know they work. And that's it for the first key to healing, acceptance. In the next video, we're going to talk about a really, really big step on the path to healing. So I hope you'll stay with me. In the meantime, know that I'm praying for you, and please pray for me too.